go. And we got Tim Wiseman bowling against Karie Kreutz, and these every frame $60 per frame.
Getting a little more money now, eh?
It is. So Karie got here by beating Mike Wisk 9-1, winning $360.
This game could go quite well.
The next one, not so much.
Yeah. And Tim Wiseman got here by beating Brett Mapstone 7 frames to 3 for $175, and then Len Nanseth 8-2 for $320. So Tim's got $495 already banked. So $60 a frame.
Looked like you got away with one there.
Yeah. Like you stepped out a bit there.
Yeah. Hey, as long as the arm's going in the right direction.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, and that's the same as with Karie, though. If you were to watch his first ball, he set that behind him a little bit, but he still got that extension out on the lane. So, it's funny that when you play with the guys, you hear different things. You can hear when they tick a ball, when it's clunking out there, stuff like that. You pick it up.
And then, so we have Tim and Karie in this semifinal. In the other semifinal, we have Mike Lecoussier and Brad Wilton.
Tough more. It's kind of a feather in the cap for us Albertans is that it's an all Alberta group. It would have been nice to maybe have someone from somewhere else. But we don't look at the East-West or stuff like that so much. It's just one competitor against the other now.
Yeah, we're all part of the same tour.
Exactly.
That's one thing about when the bowlers are from out of town, from out of the province, come and participate in these events, and then we go to a national. You create a bond when you've been bowling with these guys in these competitive tournaments, and then when you go to a national with them, it's a whole different. You know so much more about them, and it's just it's a respect for each other. But
you know what it is? It's a family. Yeah, there's definitely in the bowling community. It's become a family.
So Karie picks up 2 frames there,
just like that. Karie's up 2. $120, just like that. He makes the kind of money you make, Gino. $120 every 8 minutes.
Yeah, but he's a little younger and does it a lot quicker.
Yeah, but you get it for 8 hours a day. Like that.
Oh,
yeah.
So is it per person kind of thing?
Second one on that lane he's got.
That was a late baller. There's the start you're looking for.
Some of our WCBT sponsors: Karen Pilon Organ Donor Foundation, 5-Pin Universe, All-Star Bowling Sales, Bradson Promotional Group, A&B Express.
Tim realizing the importance of this shot already early in the match.
Oh, another roast?
Roasted. Grab your ankles. We'll repeat it.
Another fine shot.
Tim is the proprietor, or one of the proprietors of Sherwood Bowl, where we have the TPC. We got some other representatives from the Golden Mile here. We have Warren Fleischacre and Rick Schaefer from Regina. Shelby Cress, obviously, and Mike Tweedy from the Heritage Lanes. And we have Mark Miller in the stands from the Autumn Open in Paradise Lanes in Calgary.
Total entries. Okay, cool. Yeah. Good spare here for Tim, so looking to get that strike. There it is. Boy, these two are They're flowing well.
And I know there's a little bit of a rivalry here for sure. We're always shooting.
Oh, part of it is because they both
camaraderie,
played
I guess.
together in Bonnie Doon on the same team. Tim was the captain of the team, and Karie was secondary on the team. They were a very
That must have
strong
made
team.
some interesting evenings.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
People were happy about that.
Yeah. But it's so it doesn't only go just with us playing in just these tournaments. Like Mark says, the rivalry and the competition goes beyond, but it's all meant and good.
Yeah. Just a few stats here. Some entry numbers. In Regina, we had 195 entries. TPC, we had 179 entries. The Autumn Open, we had 147 entries. And the Heritage Traditional in Red Deer, 177 entries. So we're averaging about 175 entries per event. I remember when I started, the KG was always big in Saskatoon, but I think about 130-ish entries was pretty common back 10,
when
15
I
years
first
ago.
started when I first started playing back in the late 90s. We used to, like the KG, we used to run in the 200 plus.
Yeah.
Bonnie Doon used to run in the 180 to 200 plus. There was always the rivalry between Bonnie Doon and KG to see who was going to have the most and run the biggest tournament. And, even the Autumn Open. The Autumn Open actually probably ran close to 200 as well, didn't it, Greg?
Yeah, probably in the heydays, absolutely.
In the heydays, because they were 48 lane centers. The unfortunate part that we have with our game right now, Heritage is the largest center we have, where it has 20 lanes. Most of our centers are sitting at 16. Bonnie Doon is 48.
Yeah.
So when Bonnie Doon was 48 and KG was 32, they had the opportunity to run the shifts. For these centers here, to be able to run 175 and that, they had to open up more shifts in order to get it. So it's hard to be able to keep the numbers at a level on the lanes so that you can still produce a pretty good product for the game.
Yeah, you eventually will get to max capacity.
Exactly.
Or have 6 qualifying shifts.
Back in the day when I was playing, earlier years, we actually had it where you had to send your entries in, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in advance in order that you could save a spot for yourself.
Well, that corner pin misheard him.
Yeah, he was a little choked on the corner, I think. And didn't take his time enough on the spare.
Yeah.
Like we talked about in one of the other matches. Is
So now, after 5 frames, so Karie's got 4 and Tim's got 1, and Tim's throwing the ball great. So there he goes. Good answer. Good comeback.
Yeah, he's sitting with 3 corner rights and 3 strikes.
Yeah. Yeah, these are two great competitors in kind of the prime of their bowling right now. They're both, they know what they want. They want it bad enough, and they're willing to do what it takes to get it, and it's important to them. So
they are in their prime to a certain degree, but I think the thing is with the game of bowling is it can go on for so many years. These guys, as long as they don't get any outside distractions, these guys can play at this level until they're in their mid-50s and 60s. And the big thing is keeping your health, eh?
Body, my body hurts.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Karie's not going to be able to throw that ball in his 50s. I'm just saying.
Well, I
might
don't
not have
know.
to arm.
He may not have to, but the thing is Karie is toned down. He's throwing an average speed of 54. He used to really put the ball out there, and he used to get it close to 60.
It is.
So
it is.
As he's gotten older, he's incorporated.
Yeah.
If you look at, I remember when I first met Bruce Mortar playing, he used to hum the ball. Mark Jackson the same way. And as they got older, They slowed it down. Nobody ever thought Jackson would be able to throw the ball as long as he did with his the way he acted.
It becomes that's exactly it. You learn to adapt. You have to, right?
Yeah, your body won't let you
your
do it
body
anymore.
won't. Exactly. Your knees can't take the punishment. Your shoulder can't take it. So you learn to adapt. And
Well, I'm sure even yourself, Greg, you probably throw the ball more finesse now than what you did when you were younger.
absolutely, absolutely, no question. So it's a game you can play for a long time. And
Joe Cranabeder was a prime example when he was he actually won TSN one year.
70s.
I was playing in his 70s.
Yeah.
Phenomenal player.
Yeah.
I've always kind of modeled myself to a certain degree after Joe and said, I always want to be the next Joe Cranabeder in Alberta. So I'm hoping I can still play and be competitive for at least another 10 years.
Joe was a regular on the tour for many years.
Oh, yeah. Fine gentleman. And we've been lucky. We've had those characters are the ones that make the game, make the sport,
Ooh, that was a big miss there.
Big miss, yeah.
Needs to clean him up.
Carry
It's a
another
tough
one.
shot.
So where are we standing now?
So
6-1 or 5-2?
Yeah.
And the score is pretty close. 173 to 162 after 7. Tim needs to take a deep breath and regroup a little bit.
Well, he seems to have been able to come back with a really good shot on this late.
A little quick there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you can see it even from the angle.
Yeah.
And the arm just doesn't come straight out as where it had been, and
Yeah, basically your legs are at the line and your arm is still trying to get through.
Trying to catch up.
you get away with it once in a while, but not all the time. There you go. Nice and straight at the line there.
Looks like his fingers are bothering him.
Yeah, he has a giant blister on his finger.
Yeah,
He
so
said it's not bothering him, but
No.
he keeps looking at it, so
Yeah.
who knows.
Well, I'm sure it's getting to the point where it's starting to tingle. I know after a large, when you play on a weekend where you're playing 25, 30 games on a weekend because of all the other little tournaments incorporated, by the time you're done, you can feel your heartbeat right on the end of that finger. Nice ball, Karie.
That would be the win.
Yeah, it's that sixth frame.
Karie throws a strike for the win. Carrie's just waiting for his ball to come back there.
You can see the focus, right? You can see when he's standing there, he's already thinking about the next shot, what he needs to do, what he needs to continue to do.
And you'll find he does the same thing every shot. It's consistency.
Yeah.
He
A little thin, maybe?
put it down a little quick.
Until he laid it down, didn't have
Yep.
quite the stuff on it.
Yeah. It's neat to see all the support that Karie's got in the crowd, eh?
Yeah.
He's got the gentleman, Robert Gallagher, was one of the guys that coached you and him many a
from
year
Wetaskiwin
and
as
helped
well.
you guys immensely. He's got Matty Lalonde. He's a buddy of his from Ball and another chap from Ball. His mom and dad are up in the stands. Obviously, his wife Julie is there.
parents too,
Yeah. So, it's pretty cool as well. Tim has got his mom and dad up there in the stands, and a couple people that play in the center, and it's nice to see that.
Little JD there, one of our future YBCers sitting there behind Len Anseth.
Yeah.
So with that strike, Tim wins the ninth frame. His third frame of the match.
And we're doing $60 a frame.
Tim finish it off.
I
Yep.
I absolutely hate that shot.
Yeah.
You're kind of a little tentative on the spare because you just missed the middle, so you're more focused on hitting the head pin as opposed
Yeah.
to sparing it up.
Yeah. So you kind of channel the ball in there.
Yeah, you try to just place it in.
Maybe it
there.
in, yep.
Yeah.
Karie should finish with a 3-bagger. He's nice and easy. Nope.
Did he get a kickback there?
Nope. No kickback.
So he's got to clean this up to tie the frame.
Try the
Yeah.
frame, yeah.
At the one side.
I'm sure Tim could use the money for IKEA.
Yeah. New furniture.
Yeah, for a
and
new
he
place
does.
he bought.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
0.5.